Okay, this result is from basically nothing running. OBS is all. Makes perfect sense. I don't know. Well, let's give it a try and let's go back to Cities Skylines 2 and see what we can come up with. I mean, it seems to be functioning pretty well. Performance-wise, it's always been, well, even with the older video card, performance was never really a primary concern. It was stability while using OBS. Seems kind of funky, but that's what we've got. Okay, so anyway, what we've done so far, just to give an overview again, because the last time we did this, we were so rudely interrupted. We've started 1, 2, 3, 4 basic areas with some suburban sprawl. This is our sprawl region. We're going to try to sprawl out here and maybe even in here, but I'm concerned that the sound levels will be way worse along this route. I mean, we'll see how this turns out, but I think it's going to be fine. All right, so a couple of things we've done. The port area, we've just dropped these. We don't have a transit terminal yet, so we'll just have to kind of bear with that. I think it's because we haven't even started on buses yet. Same thing here. Once we get a bus depot, I think we'll be fine. Actually, I think is that a requirement? Yeah, that's the only one we haven't. That's the only box we haven't ticked. Bus depot. Okay, so where can we get a bus depot? Lovely little spot out here. I don't want to encroach on this forest. I want this to feel more historic. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put our bus depot in here. Now, granted, that's not really pretty, but it'll get us on the way. Let's get our bus route out this way first, though. Oh, I see what we did. Well, we can change that. That's not a problem. Oh, I say it's not a problem, but I mean it's a problem that we haven't solved yet. How about that? Yeah. Okay. Just starting to gather goods in here. Crude oil and metal ore are the two that we really need to focus on, I think, right now. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see how that turns out. Let's get, let's focus on some more buildings. Okay, so, where are we going from here? We shall see. I like the idea of expanding that a little bit more, but let's focus right here for right now. We might be able to weave something in here, but for right now, we're just going to work on getting take some business in here, but just a very little bit for right now. Very small amount. That'll create kind of a buffer. Once we finish laying out primary routes here, and we get some fill in, we'll get more buildings filling in. Once we do that, then we can set up travel routes. We'll need a bus station at some point. I'm going to leave this until we have available, but we can't afford it right now. If we set up the primary, I would like to make sure that this network is something we can use on both directions. We'll change the direction this one way, which could cause some problems, but we'll see. Time will tell, I guess. Let's get back to our bus route. Okay, that's one. And that's our internal network. For right now, our external connections are going to come primarily through the ports. And until we have enough money to actually make those bus stops happen, 75,000. Okay, we'll put this one in for now. Find our internal line, bus line here. Hoping, yeah. Okay, good. Good, it takes this route out of town. That is excellent. That is exactly how we want it to be. That'll bring it through the main intersection in town, and we don't necessarily want that, but it's what we're gonna do for now. This grain would be electric, and these long run buses have got to can't be that way. Oops, we missed something. Of course we missed it. We missed a district. Oh, yes we did. Incinerator's right down here. Let's feed the incinerator right now. As long as we can process enough here, we shouldn't fill up here. That's the idea. Right now we have plenty of availability there. And eventually we want to move this out of this area. But the incinerator right now is providing enough power where it makes sense. I think we need to get some, well, I'm not going to focus on fish or anything odd. We need coal. I think we have enough metal ore. We're not running at a deficit, so that's fine. Okay, so we need coal and what else? This concrete, so we need stone. Use more minerals as well, but concrete is what we need. Are we not processing enough stone? Yeah, we're processing plenty of stone. I mean, I could reduce tax rate on just concrete itself in the industrial area. And that may help redirect some of the resources, some of the stone into the concrete. That's my plan. I mean, that's the way it's traditionally worked. So I'm hoping that's still the case. As for coal is something we can add. We should have plenty in these hills. That's what I believe. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to function right now. And be more concise with it. I'm not really working on that. I just want to make sure it functions. Does it function? Does it? Yes, it functions. Okay, and it's covered by that district. Yes. Good, good, good. Plans coming together quite nicely. When YouTube kicked me out. Oh, it's weird. It's still weird, even though it's been a while. And I think it just has to do with expectation setting. Getting to like 500,000 views on a video and thousands of subscribers to 2, it's it's just a shock to the system. So I think what I did is I kind of shut off YouTube in my brain. And of course, being the sort that loves to share, I had to go back, basically start from scratch. That's what you've got. My woohoo boohoo story. So Twitch seemed to be the most logical option, so I'm trying it. Okay, so these medallions are starting to disappear, which is good. Enough customers, yes. I mean, that's possible. How close were we to a stop there? Huh. We've got one right there, but I don't know. We could put both a taxi and a bus stop right there. Why the hell that would take out a tree, I have no clue. Maybe we can drop a taxi stop here too. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. We don't want to overdo any number of stops, but I think that'll help get a little bit of, get more customers into this area. We only have 2 parking lots, but that's nominal. That's fine. I think the road maintenance is upgraded. Good. Good. We seem to be losing a few more residents. It's not horribly bad. It's just a few. I don't think that there's too much of a reason. I mean, we're going to have traffic and high noise pollution, but I don't know if that's enough of a motivation for people to leave. The biggest motivation is generally jobs. I think we're pretty close on that. Yeah, unemployment is 1.2. That is exactly the target. And if you get it out of balance, if you get too many people and not enough jobs, or too many jobs and not enough people, you'll see a lot more of these medallions. So it'll be, I mean, it's pretty clear, generally speaking. Why are you taking this route? It's a really good question. Okay, well, let's upgrade this route. Plan is to fill this in with more Mediterranean. I think that'll be good. Maybe we can get some parking back here. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe a little bit larger. Yes, that'll work great. I think that'll work great. Should work great. And it doesn't. Boo! Okay. Fine. Be that way. Be that way. Let's see. Let's draw walking path here. And we may as well break it while we can. That's too much. Too much of a grade. Leave that. Now, again, it would be an easy problem to solve if we had stairs. We don't. Maybe if we give it enough of an angle, we can't get enough. Well, I mean, we kind of do it. It's really going to look ugly. It's going to be very ugly. Fugly even. Oh, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens there. Let's just bring that there, bring it up here. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. We could elevate it, but I don't know if that really helps at all. We're going to eventually probably remove these, both of these, all of these at some point. I don't know if we're really at that juncture yet. Let's see. How is that affecting traffic? Should be better. But maybe this would be better with a traffic circle. Don't know. We're really not gathering any traffic here. And on the other side, well, the other side's kind of flipped, so. And that's fine. I'm looking at the lanes left and the directions left and right, just to make sure that there's a relative balance, so that these cars are backing up the same amount that this intersection is backing up. If that makes sense. It may not, but that's the way I'm thinking right now. I can imagine I could grade this to be more even. I mean, if I really want to get into super detail mode, I would probably do that. But right now we're playing it basically vanilla. So with the exception of a couple of mods, we have Move It, Find It, Anarchy, Traffic. And that's pretty much it for mods. And it's okay. It works fine. The game loads quickly. There's no serious degradation after population, as far as I've seen. So the downside is I can't play any of the prior cities I've used or built. I mean, for years. So, and this is a recurring theme with cities. So, I mean, we all should be used to it by now. In theory. Okay, so our sprawl regions. This is our sprawl areas. We're trying to keep the majority of traffic or the residential population off of these main roads. That should help reduce the impact of noise. I don't know. See, right now, what I'm going by are these, is this. So we have -1 for traffic and -1 for high noise pollution. It's easily offset by just having a reliable mail service. So hey, I don't know if that's really the problem. Abundant entertainment, walking distance to elementary schools. Just that alone offsets the traffic and the high noise. I don't know. Just thinking out. Still not enough customers here, which is fine. I mean, as a general rule, it's fine. Let's let's build this up a little bit. I know these are still level 1, so it's good to replace them when they're young. When they're young, it's easier to replace them. It's kind of sick, but man, could be kind of sick. I don't know. Is it? Is it? Let's see. There's more of that. Okay, let's throw in some trees out here. As long as we're thinking about it, we may as well do it. And because we're playing vanilla, it's or I'll call it quasi vanilla, because it is exactly that. It's not true vanilla, because true vanilla would be no mods, period. We have mods, we're using mods, but only a very, very minimal set. I'm just sick and tired of doing the mod shuffle there every friggin' patch. It's just it's unrealistic to maintain that level of attention to problems that really don't necessarily need to exist. I mean, the modding engine as it is, it's a good tool. It's good. But it's not great. There are too many insufficiencies and causing too much heartache for the user. You really don't want users to have to go through these, jump through these hoops every time you patch a game. That's, that happens in others as well, in other games as well. Pretty much any game with mods, you're going to have that problem. The thing to do would be, the most logical thing to do would be to test them beforehand, but I don't think that that's really a real expectation that I could expect to have any level of confidence in. It's just not going to work that way. But, you could, they do release it before the patch so that modders can generally get a better idea of if their mods are going to work or not. I'm just saying there are better ways to deal with mods than the way it currently is. And it's just an opinion thing. Or at least last I knew I was allowed. Am I allowed? I think I'm allowed. Or I'm thinking out loud. Now, this is the last area that we touched before the crash, the great crash of yesterday. I love that people can just hang out on the grass. We still have a lot of homeless, although I can't imagine why. It really doesn't seem to make a hell of a lot of sense to me. Unemployment is 0.2%. I mean, these could be just residuals from me removing those buildings before, but would all of them gather in that one park? Or are there enough of them to gather in multiple parks? I don't know. I really have no idea. We could make this an asymmetric road. We could make both of them asymmetric. I mean, this seems to be a cluster point. So let's look into doing that. The lane math should work fine. Okay, great. See these medallions? These not enough customer medallions? They're definitely decreasing throughout the city, which is awesome. Okay, let's see if we can fill in some of these gaps with some bigger trees. Okay, that helps a little bit, break up the color. And then we can fill in these with bigger buildings. Yeah, that'll be great. I like that idea. We have the city elementary, so we're gonna need one. And a playground? Sure. Okay, now we're gonna overload. Now we're going to overload that poor little elementary school. Don't believe so. That just never picked back up. That is weird. Why didn't it do that? Huh. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, because it lost the zoning. But of course. I won't gripe about it. I refuse to gripe about it. How about that? I I refuse. We tend to leave a lot of these areas uncapped, unfinished, unfinished. There's a bunch of them all over the place. And I do this for very specific reasons, because the more space I have to change my mind about the road paths, the better it seems to work for me, and the more realistic it seems to work, or it seems to look. Well, I'd say this experiment is working okay. We're not really reducing or increasing the number of customers yet. Let's create bus routes. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's better. I like that. Better is good. Better is definitely better. Okay, let's kind of zoom in and just see if we can wait for some of these places to build up some. Need to build up some capital. So we're going to give it a minute. I don't know why you're driving over the sidewalk, but if you must, you must. I love the way they clip into cars, just without a care, not a care in the world. And I see our lobster palace here has gotten plenty of customers. That's good. Don't like that the hotel is not completely full. Still losing losing money there? Holy hell, we're losing a lot. What is our problem here? I'm not sure that that's really doing exactly what I wanted to do, but that's fine. Let's fill in some of these areas with some more forest. And some bigger trees up here. I don't think we have a mass transportation issue. I mean, we could try to plop a taxi stand here. That's going to lose us some parking. Let's try it. And since we have a taxi stand there, we may as well plop in a bus stop. I mean, the hopes are that we'll fill this parking lot up. When we fill this parking lot up and all these parking spots, we know that we need to expand parking. We've got one right back here that doesn't seem to be overly utilized as well, so but our efficiency is increasing. Employee happiness is great. Well, I guess we'll see. Let's give them some parking fees. It's fine for now. Right there, I would think this would be a great place to stay. One would think it might be too expensive. Let's put in some more residential. Put in some pretty dense stuff for now. Leave that to grow. Bus route. We have a bus route right across the street, so let's add a taxi stand. We'll need parking at some point. Stick that there. Now, maybe add some trees. That's good for now.
Anything? No.
Okay, let's see. Let's look into tourism. I don't think I've ever really focused on this, or if I did, I've forgotten where it was. Oh, tourism. tourism,
Besides,
tourism and leisure. Can we make it increase dramatically? Let's see if we can find some tourist attractions. You know, maybe even a sports field would help that. I don't know. Let's see what we've got. That's something. Now we have to wait for our budget to build up again. Where are we at with where our budget was? Yeah, we're doing fine money-wise, but our loan amounts... I mean, we can afford significantly more loans, but let's not let that play too much. Let's bring this down, as a matter of fact. We'll bring it down 1%. 50 off there. Still can't get this electricity up. I'm not crazy about that, but I don't know. It's our biggest amount of the budget right now. Oh, right. Let's okay, there's post office there. Not so much out here, so let's do something right at that intersection. What else can we put there? That might draw some people in. Well, maybe draw some flies. How about that? Okay, so pretty much that's it for this episode. I'm gonna wrap it up here. But I wanted to go through our startup problem, or a startup non-problem, at the end of this, just so you can get a feel of how it's been being relatively modless. It's been really so much better. Life is so much better now. Anyway, like I said, that's all I've got for today. So, for now, that's all I've got. Trinity out.